I always believed my wife, Sana, was my soulmate. We were married for 8 years, and I thought we were inseparable. I worked tirelessly to provide her the life she always dreamed of: a big house, vacations, and financial security. I never forgot a single anniversary, never missed her birthdays, and did everything a loving husband should. I was convinced she was my partner for life, but on my 35th birthday, everything changed. That morning, Sana kissed me lightly on the cheek, smiled, and said she had planned a special surprise for the evening. I was excited. I assumed she had arranged a romantic dinner or maybe a small gathering with friends and family. I even left work early to get her favorite cake and booked a table at her favorite restaurant, wanting to make it special for both of us. I had no idea that my birthday would become the day my entire marriage would burn to the ground. When I got home, Sana was sitting on the couch, dressed elegantly, her expression calm but cold. On the table in front of her were 2 envelopes. Thinking one was a birthday card, I smiled and walked over. But when I opened the first envelope, I froze. Inside were divorce papers. The second envelope was a note in her handwriting. It said, "I'm sorry, Armin. I want to be free. I've met someone else." I stood there, stunned, my hands shaking, my chest tightening as if the air had been sucked out of the room. My ears were ringing, and for a moment, I thought it was a cruel joke. I looked up at her and asked, "What is this, Sana?" She looked me straight in the eyes and said, "I'm not in love with you anymore. I've been seeing someone for months. He makes me happy. I want a divorce." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. On my birthday, she chose to destroy me. I dropped the papers on the table and walked out without saying another word. That night, I sat in my car for hours, replaying every moment of our marriage in my head, trying to understand where it all went wrong. But then something inside me shifted. I realized if she could betray me so easily, then she was never really mine. The next morning, I called my lawyer. I wanted to find out everything. Every bank transaction, every hidden account, every piece of information she thought I didn't know. I also hired a private investigator, and what I discovered over the next 2 weeks made my blood boil. Sana had been cheating on me with her boss, a married man named Cameron, for over a year. They went on trips together, trips I paid for. She used my credit cards to buy him gifts and booked hotel rooms under fake names. I collected every piece of evidence: photos, emails, chat logs, bank statements, everything. But instead of confronting her immediately, I played along. I acted heartbroken, confused, and willing to negotiate. I told her I wanted an amicable divorce. She smiled, thinking she had broken me completely. What she didn't know was that I was planning the kind of revenge she would never recover. From 2 months later, Sana invited me to a dinner party at Kamran's house, insisting it would be good closure. She wanted to flaunt her new relationship in front of me, to humiliate me one last time. I agreed without hesitation, hiding my real intentions. By then, my lawyer had already secured a court date, and I had forwarded all the evidence of their affair to Cameron's wife anonymously. The night of the dinner arrived. I walked in calmly, dressed sharply, holding a simple gift bag. Inside wasn't a present. It was a thick envelope containing every shred of proof of their betrayal. I waited until the guests gathered, until Sana was laughing at Kamran's side, showing off like she'd won some grand prize. Then I stood up, raised my glass, and said, "Since tonight is about celebration, I brought something special for everyone." I handed the envelope directly to Cameron's wife, Nadia. As she opened it, the color drained from her face. Inside were photos of Sana and Cameron in hotel rooms, credit card statements, and chat logs. Within seconds, Nadia exploded, screaming at Kamran in front of everyone. Sana froze, her confident smile collapsing into horror. The entire room went silent, all eyes on them as their carefully built lies came crashing down. Kamran tried to deny it, but the evidence was undeniable. Nadia stormed out, promising to take everything from him in the divorce. Guests started whispering, recording, and snapping pictures. Sana's face turned pale, and tears streamed down her cheeks as she tried to reach for me. But I stepped back and said, "You served me divorce papers on my birthday, Sana. Consider this my gift to you." After that night, Everything spiraled out of control for her. Nadia filed for divorce and took half of Kamran's assets. Cameron lost his position at the company when the board found out about his misconduct. Sana lost her job entirely when the HR department saw the affair evidence I anonymously forwarded. Her friends distanced themselves, her family was ashamed, and she became the talk of every gossip circle in our community.